Alright guys, so it's Friday, and by Friday I mean Sunday. Because whoops. Um so this week's question, just to remind you, which was posed by the lovely Cora, uh, who is your favorite musical artist? So that's a really hard question for me to answer because I like so many different genres and things. And I don't know, I really like show tunes, I like alternative rock, I like pop, I like a little bit of country, I like some classical music, really depends on the composer. But I feel like that's anybody, and even like some of my favorites, I don't like certain pieces. It's just, that's with any artist. Like I could say, oh, I love, um, Burning Up by the Jonas Brothers, but I don't like pom poms. I just don't. It's like, it's weird. I'm not a fan. It makes me uncomfortable. Um, I like jazz. My parents played a lot of jazz when I was a kid. My dad went through this phase where he really was into jazz music because this whole like New Orleans. My parents really like New Orleans, and so my dad went through this like huge jazz music phase. So yeah. But for me, I would say that the music I'm most passionate about is the music that I perform, which tends to be musical theater. So like Delaney's about to go on a musical theater rant. So right now, I am in a production of the Rocky Horror show through Illini Student Musicals. Um, and I'm also involved with the review as assistant vocal director, which I mentioned last week. Um, and this week is Rocky Tech and the first week of rehearsals for the review. So it's a big week. And yesterday we were doing our first vocal rehearsal for the review, and we were doing a song from 13 the musical called A Little More Homework, which I've always sort of made fun of 13 the musical, but then I was doing this song with the cast yesterday, and it made me think about my best friend who is currently studying musical theater in New York City for college, and just all the memories we had. Because he was in 13, and so we would like sing the songs to each other and stuff, and yeah, it was just a lot of memories, and so I think like I can't really pick this. That's kind of why I can't pick one artist, because my favorite music tends to be musical theater, and my favorite song switches every day. My favorite, you know, actress who sings song, like who's a Broadway performer, changes all the time. Right now I'm loving Stephanie J. Block. She's my Broadway obsession right now. Um, yeah, I love Stephen Sondheim. I really like Rodgers and Hammerstein. You know, can't beat Jason Robert Brown. Like, there's great composers in the Broadway community, and I don't know. I'm just, and musical theater just like comes as sort of a bonding thing for me. Um, because some of my most meaningful and special relationships with my friends have come from doing shows with them. Right now, we're in tech for Rocky Horror. It's really cool to be able to sing with all these talented people and perform. Such an amazing production, and just to see everything come together. I just came from Warehouse, and we were putting the finishing touches on the set. It looks gorgeous. I'm so excited about it. It's just been a really great bonding experience. With regard to Rocky Horror, I would have to say like my favorite song in that show right now is there's a tie between Sweet Transvestite and Over the Frankenstein Place, because the harmonies are just so cool. And during Sweet Transvestite, I stand in a group with an alto, a tenor, and then myself, and I sing soprano on the show, and you just get to hear all of the notes in the triad together, and it just sounds so cool. And I think that Over the Frankenstein Place has this really eerie feel, and I really like the ensemble parts in it, because it makes me feel like the wind is blowing through the trees in this creepy place where they're about to come to this weird castle with all these like transvestites from a strange planet. It's really cool. That's like, I don't know, that's why I love musical theater, and there's so much more I could tell you about my love for musicals, but I'm already running at 6 minutes and 20 seconds, and this rant, this like spew of thoughts about musical theater will have to wait for another day, because I could talk for 20 minutes about this. So I will leave you all for next week. Come see Rocky Horror. It is at Canopy Club at 7:30 and midnight. So y'all should be there, because it's going to be awesome. And I will see you all next week. Bye!